What's going on, Beamer fans? If this is your first time on Beamer Review, what we do here is showcase the latest BMWs that just hit the market, and today we're going to be checking out the reasons why you should buy the brand new 2021 BMW M3 Competition. A quick channel update before we begin. We did hit 600,000 views, so just want to say thank you to all the viewers and all the subscribers who have been subscribing. We're up to 1,800 plus now, and the channel's growing at a lot faster rate. Please make sure you guys like the video and watch the whole thing, and at the very end please check out our affiliate link, which is right below this video. We are affiliated with Escort Radar Detectors, so check them out and buy yourself a radar detector so you can avoid some speeding tickets. It'll definitely help you out and you'll be glad that you did. So let's get started. So reason number one on why you should buy this beautiful car is because of the design and how unique it is. Now let's just be honest, I'm gonna really just quickly go over it. Yes, the grille is controversial, but I honestly like it. I will be honest, my favorite color for this car is black, so I'm not really a fan of the white, but we'll just do it for the sake of the video. But yes, design and uniqueness is going to be number one on the reasons why you should get it. Some of the coolest things about this car that really stand out to me is the side skirt that you can see going around the vehicle, and the rims are also really unique and customized to this specific vehicle, the M3s and M4s. Another cool thing with the design, I am a fan of the grille. You can see it right there, but I do like the design. I like how aggressive it looks, and I do understand the fact that the grills are getting bigger for every car because that's just the way that designs are going. The engines are getting bigger and they just need to breathe that much more. Another cool design that I like too is about the headlights. This specific vehicle does come with the laser lights, so you can see the little blue tips there on the inside of the housing, but the headlight design is also another big thing that I'm a fan of. Front end design, I love it. Looking at the corners from each car, each corner for all four of the corners is my favorite way to view the car, because then that way you can get a look of the side profile and you can get a good idea of the front as well. Design of the wheels and rims, there's a few different designs and they all look great. This one is my favorite one, I'll be honest with that. So yeah, number one, I'm going to give it to the design and the uniqueness. Number two on why I think that you should buy this car is for the power. Now this one being the competition model, the horsepower is above 500, so that's a whole lot of power. One quick thing to note though is that the current M3s and M4s that are rolling out, they're rear wheel drive, so yeah, you do get a lot of power, but it might be a little hard to put all that power down. So if you're somebody who likes the all-wheel drive versions, the X-Drives are available for order, but they're not going to roll out until a little bit later throughout this year. But yeah, power is great. I did read some articles before that the 0 to 60 for the X-Drive versions that are going to come out, some reports are saying about up to 3.4, which is ridiculous. But I think that that's definitely the most powerful within the class. I saw some drag races of some other videos between the M3, the Mercedes competitor, and the Audi competitor. M3 blows them out the water. The rear-wheel drive versions, they keep up. I want to say that they beat it with the rear-wheel drive versions because they do suffer a little bit from a zero start. But if it was a rolling race, the M3 does blow them out, and the X-Drive versions that's going to come out too, it's going to produce all that power and it's going to go straight down to the road, which is going to be great. So I'll give it to the power. Torque is also up there too. I believe torque is going to be around 470 foot-pounds of torque, and then the RPM is very low as well, so you'll definitely feel it throughout the range. So that's number two. Again, number two is the power. I'm a big fan of all the power that this car can produce. Number three, I'm going to give it to, excuse my email that just popped in. Number three, I'll give it to the fact that this vehicle is going to be the best in class whenever the X-Drive version rolls out. I've seen the RS5 before, and I've seen the C63 before, but the way that the M3 does it in terms of design and how the whole car flows, in my opinion, I do feel that this vehicle is going to be the best in class, at least for the next 2-3 years for sure, until the other cars start to get a redesign as well. But best in class is going to be number three. I feel like there's no competition for this car, and it even keeps up with the competition that's a class above. So I'll give it to that. Number four, we'll give it to the balance and handling. Still haven't had a chance to fully test drive the car yet, but I did get a chance to drive it around the parking lot pretty aggressively. You can tell by the little drive-bys that I've been doing, but balance and handling is great for this car. One of the biggest differences between the M340 and this M3 was just how tight the steering wheel felt and how planted the car felt. The M3 just feels planted to the ground completely. And I think that balance and handling is going to be a really big thing for this car. I haven't had a chance to drift it. I don't think that I would plan to drift a brand new car, but I could tell that just by the way that the car is planted whenever I'm going around a turn, that drifting for this car is going to be amazing. And that's also one bonus reason that I didn't include it in this top 5, but the bonus reason why I think that you should get this car too is because it comes with its own M drift analyzer. If you guys don't know what that is, I have a couple of videos up of some reviews of this car from before. But the M drift analyzer can basically analyze your drift, and it'll give you like a 5-star rating on how well you drifted, and also some pretty cool specs on how many feet you were drifting and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'll give it to the balance and handling for this. And another cool thing to mention about the M drift analyzer, since we're talking about the handling for the vehicle as well, but it does come with the M traction mode, and with that you can adjust the traction control for the car in up to 10 different settings. So you can really fine tune what traction setting works best for you and what works best for your drift. I think that that's a really cool customization feature, and I think that a lot of people are really going to appreciate that, because the M3s and M4s, they are great drift cars, and that's going to intrigue a lot of buyers for this vehicle. And last but not least, the top 5 reason, and probably my biggest reason on why I think you should buy this car, is because you can customize it quite a bit. Now, when I mean customize it, I know there's going to be a lot of aftermarket pieces that are going to come with this car as the car ages, but the customization that I'm referring to is how you can build the car and order it. Now, if you go onto BMW's website, they do have a web page where you can build a car, obviously, but the amount of options and the amount of customizations that you can do with this car is pretty intense. I'd say that the BMWs in general, the way that you can customize their cars is beyond any other brand from what I know. And I love the fact that you can change colors, you can go with different trim pieces, you can customize the rims, and a whole lot more. Even things like the carbon fiber sunroof, you can choose whether you want the carbon fiber roof or if you just want the sunroof. And I think really cool small things like that will go a long way for this car. The other cool thing that I like about customizing this car too is that you can make it completely unique. So I feel that a lot of stock M3s and M4s, they're not all going to be the same, because there's just so many different ways that you can customize them that people will stop texting me, damn it. There's so many different ways to customize it that people will always kind of put their own spin on their car. And one of the coolest customization features that this car has, I'm not sure if you guys seen it from the other videos, but you can get the M carbon fiber seats, bucket seats I should say, and that's really cool. I've only felt it once, and as mentioned in my other videos, I did feel that it was a bit more stiff compared to just the regular seats. The regular seats that these cars have, which you saw right now, those seats are perfect. They're the perfect balance of the firmness, the way that they feel, and how comfortable they are. There's a perfect balance between sport too. So I'd opt out for the carbon seats, and I just stick with these seats. I'd get the red one. I'm a big fan of red interior. There's also an orange one too. That's also really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with the customization ability, and that's a really cool feature, or a really cool reason why you should get this car, because you can customize it to what you like and not what anybody else thinks. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. This one was the first time that I did a 5 reasons why you should buy the M3. Just trying out different spins. Gonna be coming out with a lot more content. This M3 was probably the 8th one on the channel. So again, if this is your first time, check out the rest of them, because we got a ton more coming. And make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned.